What's going on? It is your golden god. Again, we're here chilling in the comma, okay? Not COMMA, CAMA, Spanish for bed. Empress Wu, what is going on? Welcome back. Glad you have returned. It's not complete without you, Wu. You know that, right? So I appreciate you being here. Licious, licious, licious. How you doing, Licious? I was meaning to ask you yesterday, real briefly, how that situation ended up turning out. Being nosy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want to. I totally understand that. And I totally respect that. But I was wondering what ever came about with that. And for those, well, the situation was made public, so you know. Hey, but yeah. And bringing back today, well, we're gonna get into some fortune telling. We're gonna have some fun. Maybe play a little game or something like that, and of course, chop it up. Uh, this particular deck is known as the Great Balls of Fire, and for some reason, there's an incredible connection I have with this damn deck. So, once again, of course, I mean, I would like to say that the readings are the divinations, right? We're fortune telling here, though. We're looking slightly ahead. Okay, so if you have a question that you'd like to explore, as far as, like, for example, are you aligned for some particular outcome, whether it be financially, whether it be romantically, whatever the case is, this is how you get your specific question answered. You'll be VIP'd immediately, shot to the front of the line. You know, we're going to take the velvet rope out for you, welcome you back in the VIP section. And in a couple minutes, I'll also be doing free one card messages. All right, free one card messages. So far, so good. Hey, I like to hear that. That's good. I likes to hear that. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, cause you mentioned it here. That's the only. I'm not gonna go too much into it. But yeah, somebody was threatening to do something illegal, I believe, according to you, anyways. But if you say it's good, hey, so far so good, cool. You know. I know you done. I know you done hit. I know you done hit. I know you don't let. I know you don't let him hit again. I know you did somewhere soon. Yeah, I know you did. The snapback was just a little bit, a little relapse. You know, I'm not judging though. Trust me. I can show you a stab wound right now on my leg. Do you think I fucked with that bitch after my leg got stabbed? Yeah. Well, for one, I was young and dumb. Um. So yeah, I can't cast no stones. But yeah, I was gonna put some music on here. Fuck it. I want to encourage everybody to, like, now really is the time. I'm just gonna also speak for myself, anyways. Like, I feel a very strong pull to just kind of fast as far as just a lot of the other social media throughout the day type shit, you know. Um, but now is the time to double down on shit that you've been wanting to do, that you're passionate about, even if it's a hobby, even if you're not going to monetize it. So fucking what? It still feeds you, you know. Put them all in the same box, Empress. Put them all in the same box. And depending on whatever you put, hold on, I'm gonna get to that. I'll get to you in a second. But I want to encourage y'all, like, now's the time to double down on those things that nourish you. You know, far too many of us, these phones, obviously, like, I don't know if you ever seen the little meme or the picture where the person's holding the phone and it looks like a squid octopus just like sucking their face. That's literally what's happening. There's a whole thing about, like, how certain entities are, we got all kinds of entities, right? But especially this is like moving through this type of forum, right? It's perfect. So, but my point is, I want to encourage you, double down on the things that you really fucking like, that you really enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That bring some joy into your life, that recharge you just for the sake of doing them, not even for trying to like make money. I mean, if you want to make money off of it, fine, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, double down on that type of shit. Make sure you're getting your you time, if you're not, but make sure that you're putting your focus on yourself. I'm not talking about in a, what do you call it, narcissist, whatever, all these titles, narcissistic fucking sociopath type of way. I'm just saying in a healthy way, though, in a magnetic way. That's what makes you magnetic. um you got, okay, now, Empress Wu, I would put all of them in the same box. I would. One, and you know what? Whatever you put them in there with, because remember, mirrors multiply shit. Mirrors multiply things. You know, mirrors definitely enhance and multiply things. And of course, yes, they're portals. So you could look at those little tiny mirrors in the box as little portals to these people as well. You know, and connecting these people to other forces, if you will. So depending on how severe you want to you want to bang on them, it's a wonderful, it could be a wonderful thing because it's like subject to your imagination. Like, you can get as evil as you can imagine. What you put them in there with. You need a cleanse. Well, oh, Star, okay, Star, check this out. We're gonna open it up right now. I know we're already 8 minutes in, so we're gonna get started right now. We're here for that, Star. That's what we're here for. Do understand too, I'm going off of your current energy. So if you don't like something, then we just change the energy, we change the outcome. Nothing is set in stone. Okay. Now, we're actually having a little special here. Okay. So we got this little twofer special going on. This is how you get VIP, right? I might do a little game in a second or in a couple minutes where I'll like just donate one, you know. I can give you a complimentary, as I like to say, psychic hors d'oeuvre, which is a one card pool. And I don't know what it's going to be, though. It's just whatever it is, right? This way, though, we can put you here on the Wall of Fame and we'll VIP you and we'll get you straight, you know? And by the way, if anybody out there wants a one card message, go ahead and just put a hand emoji in the chat. That's how we do that. Nice and simple. But yeah, Empress, even with this type of shit, I have fun. I have fun with it. I think it's important to have fun with your ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? The ass whoopings that you issue out, have some fun with that. Some evil fun. What if I need my home cleanse? Do you know how to cleanse your home, or you stay in Queens? Okay. I would suggest this first and foremost. it sounds like you may not have, okay. It sounds like you may not have really cleansed your home before, spiritually speaking, right? There's different ways you can go about it, but it's kind of like, I want you to look at it like as if you never cleaned your own house, right? That first cleaning that you're going to do, it's probably going to be pretty arduous, right? It's going to be like, it's like I used to work for a janitorial company a long time ago. And when we get a new building, I was like a little supervisor. So when we get a new building, that first night, that first clean was always a pain in the fucking ass because we had to go clean every fucking thing. But then after that, you just kind of keep it up. It's a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna assume that you have like a major, you should probably, if you're gonna do it, go all the way, right? So I would suggest this. Maybe you might want to watch this later or write this down, depending if it resonates with you, that is. First of all, what I like to do is I like to have a perimeter of fortification. All right. And the reason for this, why do I do this? Because I like to make sure my environment and everything is sealed off before I go cleansing it. Because if you just cleansing it, right? Imagine Imagine you don't have no windows, no screens, and no door, but you clean your house, right? But what do you think is going to happen like right after, right? You got dust, like that's just going to be filthy again the next day, right? So just to prevent all that, spiritually speaking, I like to put some kind of a perimeter. A simple way you could do that. There's the inside perimeter and then there's the outside. Now, you more than likely, Queens, are you in like your own property or are you in like an apartment? If you're in an apartment, let's just focus on the inside, right? You could secure that. A simple way, a simple way would be something like this. You take some sea salt. You might want to, depending, like if I'm just saying, like you can use a psalm spell. You could speak a psalm over it, or you could just speak your own intention over it. And most of the time, your own intention, just like, look, you're telling the salt, just spiritually fortify my home. I personally like to use a mixture of Celtic sea salt, but you could use whatever sea salt and some cinnamon. I call it fire and ice. They both work really well for, especially the salt, especially for absorbing just negative bullshit. And then the cinnamon actually helps to also expel it, but also draw in positive energy, positive vibes, just keeping it like that. So I would take it and I'd put it on the four corners of my residence, the four corners of my residence, right? And then I would do some cleansing. All right. Nicholas Davis, we back. Apartment? Okay. Okay. I had the feeling it was an apartment. Once you done secured your palace, right? Then we want to go through. I like to start from the front door. Now, it depends. Okay, let's go through this way. I'm thinking because there's tons of fucking ways to do this shit. And I'm trying to give you something that is simple but yet effective, really effective, right? So I might do something like this, right? If I'm going to fumigate, I prefer using Palo Santo. It's stronger than sage, in my opinion. Okay, it's stronger than sage. Fuck my opinion. It's stronger than sage. So if you're gonna you could do something like this, right? You start at the front door, at your front door, and then you work around your house counterclockwise. So I like to work counterclockwise, going from top to bottom, right? So like I will fumigate the area. If you can get sage and that's all you can get, you can use that. But then we're going to follow it up with some holy water, if you want to call it. I call it just, it's like a little makeshift holy water, but it works. All right. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to go counterclockwise around your house. So what do I mean by working down to up? So like if the door's right here, usually there's like a corner, right? I'll start at the corner, fumigate it, go down, and then just go back up. And I just keep going basically up and down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working down, up, down, up. I go all the way around. You go all the way around your apartment until you reach back again to the door, right? Then what you can do is you can follow that up. You can take a glass of water, put just another little pinch of sea salt in there, and you can even like rub your hands together till you feel it hot, or you can just hold the glass of water and you can just speak your intention that this water cleanses everything from your house. I like to visualize a violet flame going into the water from my third eye. All right. The violet flame is extremely powerful. If you had nothing, if you had no tools, you could violet flame some shit. But back to the point, you take the glass, and now like I just kind of put my fingers in and I do the same thing that I was doing with the fumigating. You could be speaking an incantation, you could be speaking your intention. You know, my palace is now, I call my apartment my palace, but you, whatever. So when I say my palace, you know, but my palace is now clean, cleansed, and fortified. My palace is now clean. And as I'm sprinkling the water in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like the residue of like the violet flame from the drips. Make sure you get all the corners really good. The corners is where all the negative fucking energy likes to disperse to. Like it gets stored there. It gets built up there. All right. And also, I like to go counterclockwise around my windows as well. And you know, another thing you can do to secure it is also put a little, you know how like you can go to the bodega and like buy one of them little nets. They got a little net thing and it has like 3 pieces of garlic in there. Hang that over your door. Hang another one over your window. You know, because the window is also a very prime spot where things like to come through. You know, or if somebody's sending you something, you know. But once you got all that, you're gonna feel the difference. That is a very simple way to do it. We can get more and whatever, but if you've never done it before, I'd rather give you something simpler that you can feel more confident. And then you can just repeat this like once a month if you want to, or just go over it with the water. You can just go over it with the water anytime you feel like you want to touch it up, you know? So that's what I got. Hey, thank you very much, Star. I love you for that. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, so and exactly. That's why your cat loves. That's another reason why your cat loves the window. And let me tell you something about your cat, right? Your cat's spiritual body might be as large as your fucking like living room or something. Even if your cat, I'm sure it's a decent sized cat, right? But cats in the spirit world are the real beasts. Dogs in the physical world, they're stronger here in the physical world, but in the spiritual world, and they be jumping through portals and fucking they be doing all kinds of shit, switching dimensions like a motherfucker. Like they're all over the place. I've known several cats. It's like they disappear and then they just fucking like literally reappear. It's crazy. But your cat is definitely there protecting you, and exactly. And then of course, like your cat likes the sun. If your window is facing like the sun, or and they like to just peep shit out though. But that's a very good point though. They like to sit there because they're on guard. They like to do that. She, I said she. I don't know if your cat is a she. For some reason, I just said she. But yeah, your cat is huge in the spirit. So if you could see your cat's like aura spirit body, that motherfucker's huge. But yeah, we're gonna open this up now. So if anyone would like a message right? A one card message, absolutely free, no cost, no nothing. Just put a hand emoji in the chat. We'll take care of you. If though you have a specific question, you got something that you really want to know, especially like I said, more future related, very near future related, you can take advantage of this. Okay. We're having a 2-for-1 special since I know y'all like 2-for-1 specials. But yeah, so just follow the yellow brick road right here, and we'll get you taken care of. Definitely. And another thing, Star, your cat, this may not work with you because your cat, like, and you got your cat there too, but I have a certain mirror. It's about that big, about a mirror that big that I fixed up. And I put that in my, that's one of the things in my window. I got other shit and I'm not going to say it publicly. I'm not going to say any to anybody, but yeah, that's another thing I have too. So the mirror is facing outward, right? So yeah, that's another thing that you can do. But your cat may your cat may not like that, or it might fuck it up. But yeah, that'll get you right though. And then after you cleanse your place, then you cleanse yourself. You know, because it's like, why cleanse yourself? Pretend your bathroom is covered in dookie and mud, right? It's dirty, right? Would you go take a shower and then step off into your dirty, dookie covered bathroom? No, you'd get that shit fucking clean first before you took a shower, right? Same thing. Same thing. But let's get it on. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. We're gonna put, I don't know how many people are here. Okay, look. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pick a card. These are playing cards now, okay? These ain't fucking tarot cards. All right, so don't be saying the fool, the magician. I'm gonna pick a card. If somebody can guess the card, then I'm gonna give them a free reading or a free fortune tell as far as whatever their question is concerned. All right. So let me shuffle this up. Y'all better participate too. Get you pads too. Okay. Yes, Star, I do. Let me put it in here for you. I also have a number that you can text me at. So I'll put that in here too. But here's the make sure I fucking did this. It's looking blurry as shit to me right now. Okay, there's the @gmail.com. Okay, that's my email, and then here's the number. All right. There it is. And yeah, this is my work number. So if you can text me there. It's a little bit faster to do the text like everybody else, right? Nowadays, we all still use email, but it's just faster that way. A little bit. The response time's a lot faster usually with that. But okay, let's get into it. I'm donating a question. One fortune telling question. All right, if you can guess the card, it's called Guess the Card. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna pull it out for you. That's what I told her. But all right. So y'all better not make me look fucking stupid. I better see some motherfucking cards getting guessed here. It's a good card too. You may begin. I know there's a lag there. Who's that? Ash. Hey, Ash. What's up, Ash? Ash in. Ashen. Ash in. We're playing guess the card. If you guess the card, these are playing cards, not tarot cards. I'm gonna do a free divination there. Here we go, Licious. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. 4 of diamonds. Oh, thank you. You can keep going though too. Yeah, not yet. This is so you know, like I'm not cheating. I'm keeping the card right here. So whoever gets it, guess the card. Guess the card. Guess the card. There's only 4 suits. There's hearts. There's clubs. There's diamonds and there's spades. And then there's Empress Woo Woo with Ace of Diamonds. Here, that's what I'm talking about. Nicholas Davis, Queen of Hearts. I can already tell you right now, one of you is extremely close, but I can't tell you who. All right. One of you is extremely close. Look like two or something. Yeah, these are my Great Ball of Fire deck. Okay. I don't know why, but like I'm extremely fine-tuned with my shit when it, some decks you just resonate with. But keep going. Anyway, let me stop. Oh, Nicholas Davis, 4 of hearts. We got a 4 of hearts. All right, we got a 10 of diamonds. All right, come on, somebody, keep it going, keep it going. We got the ace of clubs. Okay, you got to keep it going though. We ain't got it yet. We ain't got it yet. Come on. I'm seeing it right now. I'll even give a hint. Okay, if y'all know me, I'm gonna give the hint. King of diamonds. Nicholas Davis. Oh shit! Listen, Booty with the King of Hearts. Like I said, one of the last 4 comments is very close. Very, very close. I'll give you one hint. All right. I'll give you one hint. I'll give you one hint. In many of my readings, I have said that Star, I got your text. Just so you know. I have said that this represents Star, come on. 5 of what? You got to guess the card, Mom. I have said that this card represents fuckboy energy as well. Okay, that's my hint. That's my hint. Come on, y'all are close. Some of y'all is good. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Now we're getting really, 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 really kind of close here. We got Empress Rule coming in with that Jack of Clubs. Oh, sweet. Oh, we got a winner here. We got a winner here. Put you on the stage. Jack of Hearts. What does that say? Jack of Hearts. Nicholas Davis. You win the free question, the VIP question. So we will wait for your. We'll wait for your question. I know, right, Licious? I told you one of y'all was real close. Good one, Nicholas. Good one. Yes, sir. And now we await your questions, sir. Come on through back to the VIP. We got them. How do you take your blunts? How do you wrap your blunts? Or do you how do you do your thing? I guess I must be like I'm out of the loop, you know? Nobody uses swishers anymore. I'm not feeling the wood, the backwoods shit. I'm not feeling that shit. I've never liked backwoods like that. But anyways, we got all kinds of blunts back here. We got it. You use a bong? I knew you were gonna say that. Either a bong or a pipe. I knew that. Okay, can we get a little bit more specific as far as like the question? What specifically do you want to know about these cats at your job? Like, let's get this a little bit tighter, only so I can do a better job for you, you know? Oh, Empress Woo Woo, thank you. That's why I love you. That's why I fucking love you. I still use swishers when I'm in Kentucky. I'll go work at the tobacco processing plant. Okay. Okay, Nicholas Davis, what is their angle? What are employers' angle in regards to you? How about that? Does that work for you? Let me know. Yes. When it got you. All right. Are you at the Jizob right now? Scratch all that. Go ahead and just go ahead. We know how to do this, right? Get in a comfortable position first of all. Let's get a little comfortable here. All right. Make sure that your arms and legs are not crossed. And go ahead and just gaze into the eye like you're staring off. Allow yourself to just kind of look through it, right? Go ahead and just relax your abdominal area. Allow that area to breathe, to begin to breathe in for you. Notice how when you relax it, it just automatically starts to breathe. You can continue that. Keep filling your lungs up with air all the way to the top. And when you can't take it no more, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. All right? Boom. Release that with a sigh. We are locked in. All right. So the question at hand here, what are Nicholas Davis employees to him? To him. What is the motive, an ulterior motive of Nicholas Davis's employers in regards to him? All facts, no cap. Make it nice and loud. Truth. All right, wise and exact. Thank you. I'm going to give you 5 cards, sir. Well, look, let me show you your cards first, okay? It's not looking good, is what I can say. As far as just, I'm definitely not getting something too good for this. All right. Is there a woman connected also with your employers or something? I'm seeing a woman here too, but I'll show you your cards. You got 10 of hearts energy. You got this one I really don't like either. You got 2 numbers, which even though I'm getting something negative, there's still a silver lining here. Okay. You got the 7 of diamonds, and then you got the 2 of spades. I can already tell you right now. Wait a minute, where do you? Oh, yes. Yeah, 7 of diamonds, 2 of spades. Okay, so I got to just be honest with you, right? I know this may not be specifically what I mean. It is attached and it is intertwined in your question. All right, the operations manager. I wouldn't be surprised if you have like particular beef or there's for some reason I don't know. She's showing up here now. If I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Nicholas, they feel like you don't know your worth. They feel like he needs us. Okay. So they're willing to risk blowing you out. All right. They're willing to like kind of risk that because truthfully, they don't think you're going to do that. I can also tell you this, right? Something connected with that operations manager may lead. I'm seeing here. Okay. Now there's probabilities and then there's potentialities. Probabilities is something way more likely to happen, whatever timeline you're going into, versus a possibility. Yes, is it possible? Yeah, it can happen. Is it more than likely to happen? Not really, right? But it's possible. So this is, I'm looking at where I'm about to tell you, and the supervisor in the beginning of the week that are a problem. What exactly what? And okay, so somehow, like I said, what I'm seeing here, okay, this probability here is she is somehow connected to like, and I'm seeing it as almost a way that like you can be fired and then they don't have to pay you unemployment. Yeah, I don't know what I was just getting to, man, because like I be all over the place. Uh that's why I'm not gonna read the comments right now. I'm just gonna like because I get thrown off a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something connected with her though, okay? And another thing I'm getting here too is based off of this particular outcome, it feels like they're kind of like fencing you in, like I mean, or that's kind of like the intent. Like they're going to see how much they're going to keep like doing this. They're going to see how much we can keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. As far as what, like, but see, this is the thing here. This is the like an abrupt either. This could be the loss of the job, right? This right here, if it ain't the loss, something being cut off, right? Something that you would, I mean, obviously you have just shit that you don't like about this job, right? It's already making you uncomfortable. This is the status of the job, right? So the status of the job, the quality of the job, right? Going down to whereas it's getting unbearable to stay here. Followed by the irreconcilable difference, but fuck y'all, I'm out of here. And there's just, there's no going once that is happening. Anyhow, but like I said, the fact that there's a 10 and an 8 here, these are two very powerful cards. I am feeling in a way they're kind of like reversed, but the 10 can quickly be reversed. You know, so I know I just said a bunch right now as far as their angle. I think, and also too, they are having problems. There's some financial situations going on within the company that you don't know about. Negative things, right? So I think that's another reason. It seems like I'm getting this also feeling like they're trying to like snip and cut corners. I know a lot of employers do that, but I feel like there's something definitely going on here as far as like the condition, the money, something with the finances is off. All right. Something with the finances is off. And even though it's not like I'm saying if they had to get rid of you, right, because of let's say certain financial situations that they can't really speak on, right? If they lay you off, you can get unemployment. If there's something else and you get fired because you whatever, somehow they can, if they can somehow fire you, right? But then there's this at the same time, because every negative has a positive in it. Nothing is just all negative and nothing is all positive. Every plus has a minus and every minus has a plus, right? So I am seeing though like some opportunity. This is gonna sound crazy, I know, because like I said, when you can start looking through different timelines, it sounds crazy from here, but it's actually not. But I do see also a chance to get promoted if you like play your cards right. That's even if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But like what I'm telling you though, something with this operations manager, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's embezzling money because things are starting to not add up. Obviously, they're not going to tell y'all this shit. They have high interest loans, and over the weekend, none of the gas cards worked. Got them and the company in a jar. Okay, all right. You keep doing that. Now you're at a crossroads too, bro, because you can keep doing this. You're gonna have to do a lot of maintenance with this particular company and going that route with things. I don't know how slim pickings the jobs are where you're at. I don't know if I get the feeling that in a way you're kind of like clinging to the job when okay you have in the jar right now, you may want to look at another company. You may want to expand your horizons as far as, I'm sure they're not the only game in town. That may also be the promotion I'm thinking about because at somewhere else, at some point in time, you got to ask yourself this, right? And only you can answer this. But is it the fish or is it the water? If it's the fish, okay. But if it's the water, meaning just the whole fucking working environment or the whole company culture, period, um, it may be time to like really reassess some shit, man. I'm stacking my chips and waiting so I can open my own, but I don't meet the requirement yet. All right. Well, even in the meantime, between time, you may want to continue stacking your chips somewhere else. I'm just saying. Is there a reason why you're like, because I'm kind of getting it's like it seems like you. I mean, I know sometimes we got to course correct these motherfuckers. We got to put them in a jar. We got to do. I don't even know what kind of jar you put them in, but Be careful what kind of jar you put them into, because it's the same thing as like, you know, trying to trying to hurt them by throwing a grenade at them, and you're in the same fucking room. You gonna catch some of that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're gonna. It's I really see though, honestly, Nicholas, things they're gonna this something to do with her though, because she's the one showing up here. Okay, I'm just showing you what I'm getting. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. Okay, but yeah, they're how can I? It's like they're gonna try and take advantage, or they're going to take more advantage of it. There's more. Yes, I do. I tried my a lot of. I tried my. Mm, okay. All right. But that's what I have for you, brothers. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Anyone else? If you'd like a just a simple one card message too, by the way, you can just put a hand emoji in the chat. And I'll kindly give that to you. Angie Will, where you been? Angie Will, welcome. Welcome back, Angie Will. I got you, Angie Will. How you doing, Angie Will? All right. What is the message for Angie Will? Angie Will. Angie Will, go ahead and just take a, relaxing break. Go ahead and ground yourself. Make sure your arms and legs ain't crossed. Get in the zone. I'm phantasmic. Thank you, Angie Will. Oosh. All right. What is the message for Angie Will? Will Angie? I don't know. Let's see. What's the message for Angie Will? No, just messing with you. Okay. Let's get it. This is way off topic. Has nothing to do with anything. But it's hard being a fucking narcotic in flesh form. I'm just telling you that right now. It is. It's sometimes it's not all it's cracked up to be. When the top, yeah, Empress Wu, when the head is infected, the whole shit's infected. When it's fucked up at the top, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. So, all right. Angie Will, let's get it. Please, why don't you? Here's your card, Angie Will. I will show you your card in just a moment. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it right now. Just a moment. All right. So you have a situation right now, Angie Will, and I want you to know that your intuition is correct. That person is withholding information from you. Okay. I'm getting this because this is your card. Seven of Spades. All right. And what I'm getting with this is, first of all, I kind of, I just, I feel like you have already kind of like, this has been maybe kind of tickling you, bothering you a little bit, but you ain't said nothing right now. You're just peeping the scene, right? But you kind of just have this feeling, right? Whatever the situation is regarding, this is somebody that does be around you more than the average person. All right. and you have kind of picked up on the more so subconsciously, but it's already getting conscious. Like, I feel like there's something I don't know that I don't know. It just, and it's like yeah, it is that you don't know that you don't know, but it is also that they're withholding information from you. They're offering up certain information, but they're leaving other shit out. Hey, Texas Lavish, what's going on? Shout out. But the message to you before you go to bed tonight, whatever that is, ask your higher self, or however you do your thing, to show you who is close to me that is, pretty much acting like my fucking enemy, pretty much. And what I mentioned to you, it might not even be coming through just yet. You might just be feeling like, I don't know, something kind of feels a little weird with this person, with this particular situation. I don't know what it is, right? Glad to see you, Texas Lavish. Empress Wu, I got you, Mom. And for those of you who want a one card message, it's absolutely free. Just put a hand emoji in the chat if you want. We're having a twofer. We got the twofer. All right, we got the twofer kicking on right now. This is how you get the twofer. All right, just like that. $ Ray Shango, PayPal.me/Shango Ray. We will fortune tell 2 questions for you right here, live VIP you. All right. But that is what I have for you, Angie Will. Make sure you keep that third eye open. Some people capitalize when we're distracted. When we're paying attention to too many little forest fires or something like that. Un momento, people. Hold on. It's getting hot. I had to have the fucking window closed because it'd be loud sometimes, You know it? Okay. Yeah. Especially when they know like you with the shits, and it's like, people will try and like, if they see you distracted, that's when they move. It's kind of like, the way a roach moves when the lights is off, but not with the lights on. Not when the lights are on. Star, I'll get to you. Just hold on. Bear with me there. All right. Empress, woo, woo, woo. Can you woo, woo, woo? Can you? Can you? All right. Woo, you know the deal. Just take a nice little breath. Relax. Just get centered. Just relax. Like pretend your mind's opening up, and like just everything is just it's open. All right. What's the card for Woo? What's the card for Woo? So this shit just popped out for you. Okay. Okay. Boom. 8 of spades. And this time, this card right now it's again, it's another confirmation about overcoming the obstacles. Right? Sometimes we get mad at the fact that there even is an obstacle. Spirit is also reminding you with this card and I'm gonna let these words simmer in that soup of your subconscious mind. The obstacle is the way. The obstacle is the way. Okay? And please also make sure, I know you do, but please make sure that you take care of yourself physically. All right? I know we were discussing something else before. Please make sure that you take care of yourself physically right now also. But like I said, the obstacle is the way. That's one. Number two, whatever shows up right after this fucking live or anytime here soon, you got this. You've already overcame it. You're going to overcome it. Period. All right. All right. Star Murray. You ready, Star? Star, make sure that your arms and your legs are not crossed. And that, take a nice little breath. Get yourself nice and relaxed, centered. Be cool. People, I don't know. Sorry, Star, just a second. I got to say this stuff. Sometimes Agent Smith comes in the form of somebody that you want to fuck, or that you have fucked, or that you're about to fuck. All right. Like, this shit is actually really real as far as like all this NPC shit, all these walk-ins, all these everything. Like, you really got this. Isn't like when you were 20 or like fucking younger. Like, I'm assuming that some of y'all are at least kind of towards your 30 somewhere, if not over your 30. This is not like in the early 2000s and shit. Like, this is a different ball game. This is a different playing field. All right. You got some slick slide motherfuckers out there. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh yes, and beware the love bombers. Beware the love bombers. Okay. I am not bullshitting you. They'll try and press up on you. They'll try and push that love line. That's what they'll do. All right. They'll try and push that motherfucking love line, but it's not a love line. It's just manipulation. It's manipulation. Okay, that's what it is. It's manipulation. It's true. Like, I even look at it, Star, like back when I had carte blanche. Now I'm finer than I ever was, right? I got way more than I ever had, and I have to be way more fucking. My magnetism is just so fucking off the chain. Like, I gotta be super fucking like I gotta be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just be running Sag like I used to. Like, I can't. It just, I cannot do that. And then of course we had that whole shit in 2020. So now you got way more cases of, because people went and got the. So it's a whole different world, a whole new world. Okay. So I'm just saying, please. And then of course we got like a new influx of entities in this particular timeline that we weren't dealing with in that timeline back when, because that was another timeline. You understand? So the game is really real in some ways. Okay. Empress Wu, I got you. You know that. I mean, they could just be saying this as a psyop, or it can actually be so and used as a psyop. But they're saying more like shit. A ton of motherfuckers up running around here with the heave. Huh? They got that heave. And they were saying, I'm not even lying. You know that. All right, Star. But here's your card, mommy. Among other shit, who knows what else is out there that they haven't even said? As you notice, the news ain't newsing anymore. Not even close. I mean, it's never been newsing like that. But the news now, I don't even know how you would watch the news. I don't know anyone who like has regular TV and shit. But the news definitely ain't newsing anymore. Like you don't hear about nothing going on. If it wasn't for fucking TikTok, I wouldn't hear about tons of shit. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, just you gotta have that shit wide open. If your third eye better look like you just did fucking chopped a few rails right now. You know what I'm saying? Bong. You know, it better be like that. I never watched TV either, so I wouldn't know. And the government been shut down. Yeah, news ain't news no more though. Like, I mean, it's always been manipulative though. The news has always been a narrative. It's always been mind control. But still, at least they would say certain things. I'm not saying about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, I don't know because I don't watch the news. So fuck it. All right, Star. You ready? Speaking of the fucking devil, right, Star? We're just talking about this right now, right? There is somebody that you need to be very aware of. You are aware of this person, but you need to keep your eye on them. You may want to, I don't know if you participate in any type of other, sorcery or headia type shit, but this is the card. Hey, Thriller. This is the card of a troublemaker. All right. I'm getting this can actually go several different ways. This can go both ways, actually. You can have two different kinds of troublemakers right now. And the energy, this is the archetype of the energy, though, right? But this is someone I can see a strong potential of them taking physical violence or something like that. Like, you really want to be aware of this person. Like, I would stay fucking clear. I would maybe freeze this person out or bind this person away from you. This may be an ex. This may be somebody from the past who's still not over that star coochie or whatever. Maybe just your personality. I don't know. But this person is a troublemaker. They're going to kick up some dust, or they're actually even known to kick up dust. All right. This is your message here, though. And we were just talking about all that. Like you gotta like move different now. Like this is a different time, a different energy, a different everything, and you gotta tighten it up. You gotta tighten up. Not saying that you're not. The fact that you're even wanting to cleanse your place, have everything tip top shape as best as you can. That's demonstrating to me that your frequency obviously is rising. You're raising your shit. So congrats on that. But yeah, please be mindful of that. If that person even ain't coming into mind right now in this very moment, that is okay because they will. All right. So just be aware. I say be aware because we're not like fear mongering or doing none of that shit. Just be aware. All right. When people tell me they got that that Healy, okay, okay, have they told you that? Has they just came out and been like, yeah, I got that? That's crazy. It's funny. I met a bitch on Bumble, and she was cool. She was cool, you know. So we get to talking a little bit, right? And then she tells me, I respect her for this, right? I respect like kind of just letting it loose, like was putting it out there, and I appreciate that because she could have went the other way and not said nothing. And I'm so glad that I'm just so glad that you know I attracted this person because they were open with it. But she was like, "Yeah, I got herpes." Do what? I mean, I know it may not be common. It's kind of common, but it's still if you don't got to get that, don't get that, right? Uh, and along with some other interesting information, she likes to powder her nose. Um, a Dominican bitch too. I love Dominicans. She loved a cocoa, huh? And she worked at some massage place way back when and whatnot. I'm just kind of like, hey, I appreciate your fucking forthright, but goddamn, like, I'm like, okay, I will. We A and B. I'm gonna see my way out of here now. Thank you. That's what I say, Star Lee. She was honest. I don't judge anybody because, like, anyone can get that. Anyone can get that. I could have got that shit a billion times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just extremely lucky. That's what it boils down to. God, the Lord was my condom. I mean, because that's it. That's all I can think of. But it could have been me, easy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not on that note, but that's what I said. I respect her because at least she was forthcoming with that because that's fucking major. You know, that's fucking major. So needless to say, that didn't go anywhere, but still, I still respected her for that. Like, I appreciate that. Anybody else? Okay, so if y'all are watching, somebody out there is watching, you got questions, right? You want to know, am I alignment? Is this going to happen? Maybe it's something to do with finances or a particular financial situation, particular job, whatever it is. It could be any kind of situation. This is what you want to do. Plenty of people, including family. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Potato, potato, baby. Blessed, not lucky. Well, I am the luckiest man on the face of the planet. I tell everyone this because I am. Like, I am. Can't nobody tell me different. But yes, that too. But they say the word blessed is also be less. So why don't you go and be less? You know what I'm saying? They lost their minds for real. Yeah. It can be, yeah, it can happen to anyone. You can be faithful. You can be like a virgin, and the person, your partner, goes out and fucks around and brings back something home to you, and that's happened too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I mean, she don't get me wrong, she was for the streets, and she made that known. She was for the streets. You know, she got money in the streets. You know, but yeah, I mean, it's just like you got girls that right. You got a lot of girls who will, at the drop of a hat right now, if like fucking Chris Brown or some celebrity, whatever, don't matter who they with, don't matter what the situation, don't matter if he got a condom or not, like they busting it open. And all these niggas got fucking shit. All of them, most of them, 99, I'll say 99.9%. So we're gonna leave a small margin of 0.01% of these industry niggas, they got shit. They all got shit. Notice they all toss around the same fucking bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all got shit. Not to mention the tons of vagine that they get on the road and shit like that. So, and if you was to tell a bitch, like, look, this nigga got herpes, I don't care, it's Chris Brown or it's whoever, whatever, whoever fucking celebrity is, right? They don't care. They're like YOLO. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I'm actually I'm in California. I'm residing in California at this moment. Little Young, what's popping? How you doing, brother? We're doing our back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. But yeah, it gets a little crazy. If also anyone else out there, if you want free, just a message, one card message, absolutely free. Throw a hand emoji in the chat. You want to take advantage? We're doing the twofer again. Then this is what you want to do. Just follow this right here. Just circulate $25, and don't worry about that because it's going to be returned to you 100-fold at the very least. Right, Shango? I don't know if this is transparent or PayPal.me/Shango. Texas, lavish. Does the peach squirt like that? Like, I just gotta know. All right, I see y'all. I'll get to y'all. Just hold on. I'm over here with Squirty. You know, I've been talking that shit and co-creating in waterworks before it was even a fucking thing. Now every bitch is a squirter. I was doing that. I was I was facilitating that. I'm talking in late 90s and shit. Like nobody was talking about that. Bitches didn't even know they shit could do that. Now you got bitches drinking like Pedialyte and shit. So it's like they're are you that dehydrated? Like damn. But then again, you got like some niggas before every single time they fuck, they gotta pop a pill, gotta pop a honey pack, gotta fucking chug whatever else. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas, man. And they like 23. Like, are your nerves that bad, bro? Like, what's wrong with your shit? Like, you can't. I'll be goddamned if I was 24. Shit. I I still don't need no goddamn help now at all. Period. And I'm not even gonna tell you my age. I'm 72,000 years old. Shit. Hey, god damn. I don't know what it is. Texas. You know, y'all in Texas out there, like the wagon y'all be dragging is legendary out there. Texas is one of them places. Of course, Atlanta used to be. Now I don't know what it is now. You know, they might have a meat and two veg for all you know if you see them in Atlanta. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. Yeah, I do, bro. I do, bro. I'll get it to you though. If you just like, you got my number. Even if you text me to say, "Hey, bro, I just remind you," you know, that's cool, and I can do that. I was just gonna send you the video that even got me on that. So it's something real simple. You just remind me though. Well, you know, Thriller from Manila, I does do that. You know, I talks my shit. Yeah, I talks my shit. Why? Because I have to. It's a part of my soul expression. You know, I stay on that arc of Arkansas, Texas. So I know you thicker than a Snicker already. That's all you had to say. All right. And you know, I love you, Valerie. And Unless I didn't get that message. I don't need it though, because look, what's understood don't need to be said. I get it. It's cool. Texas, here you go. What is the message for Texas? All right, here you go. Look at it. Shut up. Yeah. Look at this, Texas. You see that? I'm sure that you're no stranger to this. But I will say this. Let me just make sure before I hmm. I'm getting this that there is a man, or if it's a bitch, like she might as well be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like she's especially when it comes to her finances, of course, she's very much so in her masculine. So this is actually coming two ways for me, or yeah, coming to me two ways. But one is a man of means. He got like a lot of financial knowledge. So I see there's this person that's going to be assisting you. I would say that you guys are actually kind of like in some weird way like soulmates, but you're meeting again here. But this time it's in the form of him. He's older than you too. He's either going to give you financial advice, or it could be that of like an investor. I feel it's more along, I don't know what you got going on, or if when this happens, you may already have something kind of cooked up that you want to take to another level. And let's say he's like, well, look, I'm gonna show you how to like start this, and then how to get your shit funded and all that. Like, because he could game you up that way, or he might have the actual funds himself, or both, right? I'm getting more of that kind of energy versus just sugar daddy, like send me pictures of your fucking feet type shit. You know? He's coming up. Yeah. And the flip side of this is speaking to, because we all have a masculine and feminine polarity, right? It's not about sex or gender, it's about polarities, right? So we all have that. So this is also you're entering a time where, especially as far as you're actually fucking reaching, like this is like the beginning of like a form of financial mastery for you, something that fits you, your lifestyles, your ambitions, your intentions. And the king decrees, he projects. You don't ask, he's a fucking king. The queen is like the receive. I know you can receive, but now is also time where you kind of gotta you wanna flex your shit as far as your finances, right? Yeah, with Cool Whip on them, you know. But now I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it couldn't also be somewhat, sugar daddy-ish. I'm just saying the main theme is more so like it's not just that, because you know that you look at these tricks as like, I mean, it's not like they're disposable. They are, but versus like someone who is giving you either the information or assisting you in some way regarding finances or money or financial mastery or whatever, because it's like a bigger picture type thing, and y'all will probably have dealings far longer than some of these tricks. And I ain't knocking it. Like, get it how you live. Like, hey, if they want to fucking throw money at you, you know what I'm saying? Who am I to say? Don't, you better get that. I'm getting your ass if you don't get it. You better get that. As long as it aligns with your personal values and things, and you're not compromising yourself in ways that you don't want to, then what the fuck's the problem? You know? I've had exchanges with women, and I wasn't coming with the money. Okay? I was coming with the product and the service. All right. So I'm no stranger to being a gentleman of leisure myself. All right. So it happens that way sometimes. I had no problem with it. Had a lot of land to sell. Okay. You come on. You know what? Don't worry about him, love. Okay. You get yourself, you stay focused on yourself. Imagine yourself as a blade. You stay sharpening yourself. You know what I mean? He's going to pop up. Don't even worry about him. Matter of fact, you can remember to forget exactly what I just said right now. So that way, when it goes into your soul, it's in your subconscious mind right now, taking root. It'll materialize faster when you're not constantly thinking about it. You know, that's how that works. You hand it over to the subconscious and you let go and you just continue about your business, and your subconscious mind takes it and continues to work in ways that you can't even fathom. So you don't got to worry about Nathan. Well, you know, you're not going to have to do it all yourself. You're not going to have to. But if you just focus on what you can do, which is the logical thing to do, right? Uh, and just like I said, keep focusing just on yourself, improving yourself, you know, stuff like that. Psh, easy work. Who was that? Okay, next up I had Little Young Grab Bag. Then we have Thriller from Manila. And you know the way that all first started, Texas, as far as for I never mind. Fuck that. I'm not say too much of my personal badness. Oops. I know my damn phone died as you were signing off, but I just need to say something. Okay, mommy, you can say whatever you need to say or whatever. All right. So, Little Young Grab Bag. What's the message for Little Young Grab Bag Junior? You're going to be a baroness too, Texas. Lavish. You're going to be a baroness. You know what a baroness is, right? A lordess. I think that's the proper term. Lordess. I got you. I got you, Valerie. Don't worry. No, a baroness is someone who owns land. That's why they call him also Baron Trump, or he named his son that, but he can be called Baron Trump too, because he owns all this fucking land. So whenever you hear like Lord so and so, a lord is a baron or someone who owns land. That's why they're a lord, right? So that's why I said lordess, I think would be the female term, because I know there was definitely lordesses, if that's what it was called. But yeah, they own land. Because there's some rich people that don't own no land. They're still rich and everything, but like you can't call them a baron or a lord because they're not landowners. They may own a property, but they may not own, or not even a property, but like they may own like a house or something, but maybe not necessarily the land itself or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's what a lord is. Yeah, you good. You're good. I no need to worry about shit. All right. Little young grab bag. Let's get it. What's the card for little young grab bag? You ready for the card? The Ten of Hearts. This is actually kind of attached to one of the questions that you asked the other night, or last night, I think it was. Oh, thank you, Texas. I appreciate you. You know that. I know we don't know each other, but it's like we know each other, right? So, uh, Lil Young, you're actually moving. If okay, this is kind of contingent, but if you take serious what we were discussing, because I feel like you are though. I feel like you will, or you are, or um, in regards to what we were discussing, right? With your question from last night, I believe it was. This is, you know what this is? This is the emotional state of someone who's like more so in their flow throughout the day than not. Okay. So, like I said, this is a probability, although, even though it's a probability, you can still fuck up my prophecy. No, but of course, we can always fuck everything up by just going back to the old person. But like I said, um, with some of the simple things, you may find one of your own. All right. What matters is that that you live that you do that. Okay. As far as like I told you yesterday, all right, you have the shit already within you. So it's not like you got to do more. It is about just kind of letting go of what is not no longer you. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of the clay that ain't the fucking statue. Get rid of the rock that is not the statue. If you were like what do you call it? A carver or whatever you call it. Artist, whatever. Yeah. But I do see you, just honestly, bro, you're gonna feel, I see you moving into a space even right now where you're just feeling a lot more optimistic than you usually used to feel, which makes a huge difference. You know, and just even a little bit more at peace over time becomes way more at peace. Why is it important to be at peace? Right? Is it so you can just be like, oh, I'm so peaceful? That shit. No, it's because that's where you can receive all your fucking ideas. Anything that you gotta, that you're wondering about, like, should I do this? Should I do that? Where should I go next? What should I do? Those type of things. You have access to a lot of and also you have access to other abilities, and you become more magnetic. I know you could use some of that, or you'd like some of that too. So that's why. But yeah, you are. So I'm going to tell you this. Consider this also just like some encouragement. Hey, you're actually going in the right direction. Just keep going. All right. Now we're going to get to anyone else out there. If you like, boom, you want to get this two questions. This will be the last night we're doing this shit also. Oh, okay. Was it? Yes, Valerie, you are overdue for a Shangorian injection. I must say, you are. You are. And I'm going to accommodate that injection. All right, Valerie, make sure your arms and legs ain't crossed. And what were you going to say, Valerie? You said you wanted to say something. I thought you were going to say something. All right, let's get your card, Valerie. Make sure your arms and legs ain't crossed, and go ahead and just take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Just something to relax yourself, ground yourself. When you relax, you have access to different parts of your mind, different resources, different abilities. When you're all tensed up, you're not breathing, you're not this and that, you're stuck in your head. That's where all the problems come from. Okay. Well, I'm only saying that because you said that. But all right. I told you. I just didn't tell you in that way. I told you in the way you needed to hear in this moment. All right. Now it's Valerie's turn. She gets a little bit. There's enough to go around and around and around. But it's Valerie's turn. Let me get to it. Hold on. Hold on. Valerie. Okay. What is the card for Valerie? What's the message for Valerie? What do I need to? But okay, listen, Texas, were you not fucking relaxed though? Yeah, you were. So that's the point, right? I didn't have to tell you to relax because you're already there. All right, what is the card? Thriller from Manila. Thriller from Manila. Putang ina mo. Bet you didn't know how to speak Filipino, huh? No, I don't. But I know how to cuss in Filipino. I know a few. I actually have a couple cousins that are half Filipino. All right, Valerie. That's like me. Hold on, smacking that ass. Okay, you gotta smack the cards. Okay, she likes to be. She likes her. She likes when I leave a handprint. All right. Oh fuck, Valerie. God damn. This is your card. I don't like this card when it comes out like that, but at the same time, I do like it because it needs to come out that way. It is the vibe. Uh, just a second, Valerie. Valerie, I know that you have experienced your power to some degree or in large degrees, your spiritual power. I'm speaking of. If you want to say like your juju, all right? This is coming in two ways, so I'm going to tell you both ways. Number one, I will tell you with any situation having to do with your health or your job or career, please make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's, okay? Because there could be what I'm picking up on is again, it's either a case of you not knowing that you don't know, or somebody is withholding here we go again. Somebody else is withholding this fucking information that is important or that is relevant or that you would like to know. All right. The other thing about this card that is coming through. So in essence, it's kind of like someone. I feel like someone's lightweight, or as the kids say, low key, being fucking deceptive by only giving half truths. Half truths are a whole lie. Or they're also used to obviously to manipulate too. You know. The other thing about this is having to do with you, because the 7 often will lead us back to ourselves. Seven is also very, very, very introspective, having to do with the self, with you. All right. So I think we're at that threshold where we're going to turn this around. And the way it gets turned around sometimes, it's through a challenge. It's through maybe a trial or I don't want to say a tribulation, but I will just say a challenge, right? A challenge, an obstacle in which we get acquainted with just how powerful that we are. We learn new shit about ourselves, you know? So, excuse me, you are at the threshold for that. Okay? But there is, make no mistake about it, there is a situation someone is either actively, because I don't feel like it's from ignorance. Sometimes we don't know that we don't know. So how the fuck are we going to know? Right? Other times people are more purposeful with this shit, and people are intentionally editing out information, that they will use. Another good example of this is the example that came to mind. Maybe you have done this to a boyfriend or something, right? But you offer up the boyfriend or whoever, right? You offer them up some information so it looks like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Thrill is really honest. Like she didn't have to tell me that. But you forgot to mention this other part over here. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how it can be manipulative, if you understand what I'm saying. And maybe you haven't done that, but I think everyone here that has a vagina has done that at one point in time. If we're keeping it a buck, all right? And hell, I've done it, you know? Hey, Sai, what's going on? My favorite air, what is it called? Flight attendant. Yeah, flight attendant. My favorite flight attendant. How are you doing this evening, morning? But that's what I have for you, though, Valerie. All right? Okay. We're about to actually, we've just been going. You're packing for Vegas, huh? Oh, you gonna be kind of close. But you're only gonna be in Vegas for like what, a few hours? Kind of close. Actually, not. Not from where I'm at. Like plane wise, you're close, but you're close to the Bay. Well, Vegas to the Bay Area is it's like an hour and a half flight. Oh, until Monday. Well, maybe a time or two. Of course, like I'm. Come on, Valerie. Of course, I know, I know, I know. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, I know. What I was trying to illustrate, Valerie, is how something like that can be used in a manipulative way. You're on vacation. Congrats. Do you live in Vegas? Sorry, good old Vegas. You're absolutely welcome. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying, from the corazon here, Valerie. It's always from here. Shit. Are you in Florida? Where in Florida you be? Upper, middle, or towards the bottom of the toe? All right, we're gonna do a last call and then we're gonna get up out of here. Yeah, it's gonna be about 2 hours now. So come on, party people. If you want to take advantage of this twofer, it is two questions for the price of one. One is absolutely free. Buy one, get one free. Okay. And it's about your near future. It was hard to hear you. Oh yeah, well you go and check it out. It's here. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Tampa, huh? Okay. My geography is fucked up, but isn't Tampa like more towards the top? Kind of more towards the top and to the side a little bit. I don't know. Oh, okay. Hey, I appreciate you just stopping by to say hi, though. I really do. I appreciate you. All right. You have a wonderful night, morning. Be safe. Enjoy Vegas, and just be aware. Watch your front. Watch your back as well as your front out there. Just stay aware. Don't get too blitzed, okay? Don't get too blitzed. Oh, and by the way, for anyone else, just if you look in the description of this video, we are having also a special on a 3-day candle working. All right. It is a very, very powerful working, and it is at a highly reduced rate from my usual rate because, like I said, these I only got 4 spots left. One's already claimed, and this is going on till October 27th. So you have till you don't got time at all. You should just jump on it now. But it's a 3-day candle working. So basically, you bring your specific intention, right? I will do my thing. I'm going to follow it up by creating a unassuming small little talisman for you and send it to you immediately after the ritual is done, made with the candle wax from your candle. And even, of course, the color, the time, all this other stuff is going to be taken into consideration. But even the kind of candle that you use, it does affect things. Is it a make or break? Not all the time. Sometimes how many times have you just used what you had? You use what you can get. If you can't get like beeswax candles or, soy candles have a more specific kind of use for something. Paraffin candles have a more specific use for something. And then, you got all these different kinds of candles. And the quality of the material also adds to your spell, to your ritual. So everything is taken into consideration here. But like I said, this is a chance. I mean, if you do claim it, the success is guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't really do work at this rate. So I'm extending because I do want to help who needs it or who, yeah, I'll say it like that way though. Those who are claiming it, I feel like there's like a specific need. And this particular ritual, sometimes it's easy to get off track, and just when you're running a business, it's easy to just see numbers and, this and this and that. But it's important to bring shit back and to remember when, and see, this is the beautiful part about it. When I'm helping you, I'm helping myself. Okay. Because you're an aspect of me, just like I'm an aspect of you. So I'm treating this like I would for my own working for myself. If I had to do something for myself, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't cutting no corners. We ain't doing none of that. But it's kind of like, and I do understand that some people are going through different situations or whatever the case may be, whether it's financial, budget may not be, uh, you know, able to afford regular Shangorian prices. But that's why I said this is a very special occasion. So if you look in the description box of this video, or you go to my channel, I just dropped a video all about this particular ritual, then yeah, all roads lead to where you need to be, period. See Texas now. See now. See now. See now. I'm not gonna be able to get my head through the door. Okay, fucking with you, Texas. All right. I'm not gonna be able to get my head. And you know what? Flattery will get you everywhere here. So you be careful. All right. Yo, you ain't even lying. Today they was fucking acting a fool, Texas. Like literally, I'm walking somewhere, something drives by me with 5555, not just three, four fives. Then I see it again on a sign, four fives. Then this fucking truck, literally within 3 minutes of each other. This all happens in 3 minutes. A truck drives by, big 444 on it. Just okay. But you know what it is? It's also confirmation. You can use these numbers too, like, all right, this is the simulation's feedback. Like, okay, we like the command, like when you're typing in code to a computer, it's like the command went through, cool, boom, angel number, whatever. So, or you can say, okay, if I go, if I'm gonna go A or B, let's say you're trying to make a decision. All right, you just fucking speak it out. If I'm to go A, show me 4444 like today. If I'm to go B, show me, 1111 or something like that, or it could be some other number. Could just be, it doesn't have to be a matching number. It can be whatever number that means something to you. 144, or whatever. Yeah, that's that new beginning. Though I told you part of it. I told you just a part of it. There's obviously more to it, but this is the beginning of some shit. And the 11s to me always represent you're walking through these pillars, right? So you're walking through a threshold and you're into some new shit, like you just transitioned. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You good. I'm gonna flirt my damn self. So like, yeah. And I know you and I have gotten ourselves in trouble because sometimes we be like flirting with people like we know we ain't gonna fuck with, and then they be like, huh? And we be like, I'm just I'm just playing, mama. Like Barracuda. Like I'm just playing shit. I'm just being nice, I'm being playful. I'm a playful individual. I don't play games, but I have a playful spirit. Like, why be all fucking just stiff and serious? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to be stiff. I can stay stiff. You understand? But yeah, yeah, you will tap out. I ain't had nan bitch tap me out ever. And you know what? It's never going to happen. Well, you know what? Anything is possible, but it ain't ever going to happen. Period. Ever, 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 ever. I'll be goddamned. Who me what? But yeah, my flirting has, and you know what? It's more powerful when you don't mean it, especially too, because you're like you're not attached to it energetically. Like you're not trying to make something. You're just being yourself. You're comfortable in your skin. You're just having a little fun, and that shit is so enticing. Fascinating. Yeah, fascinating. It's coming. Wishful thinking. Hmm. But yeah, that's if you get me in trouble sometimes. Yeah, you get me in trouble. Especially like especially if like and I mean this with love, you know, but especially if like the bitch is a gooey monster. Cause I'm not gonna just be nice to someone because she's fine and then be mean to other people because they're not. Like I prefer to be pleasant. I'm a pleasant person until I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But like I speak to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cordial with everybody. Why not? Them ghoulie monsters be aggressive though. and they got strength. You heard? They got strength in that grip. Sometimes they grab onto it, they got strength. It's frightening. It's frightening. Almost felt victimized. But yeah. Okay. It is. We're at what time is it now? 12:17. I'm gonna give it till 12:25. I guess we'll just shoot the shit until then. See, but you dealing with men's though. If I was a woman, I would be like, man, especially the way these motherfuckers be. Like, I've people watched before, right? And I've seen a dude go up to a chick, and I can already see. I might be like far away from him, kind of, but like I could see, kind of like, obviously, yeah, she's nervous, but I can also see like the fear, because the intrepidation, because it's like, what does this motherfucker want? I've experienced it myself. If I talk to somebody at first, I already know that most likely that first minute, 2 minute might be a little awkward, because right now she's kind of like, wait, what? She didn't expect a golden god to approach her that day. She did not wake up thinking like a golden god is going to approach me today. And, possibly I fucked me a little bit too, while he's making me laugh, making me blush, making the blood rush to where it needs to go. So, but I've seen that, and then I've heard a lot of women tell me that like they give niggas they real number, because the dude will fucking like call the number. Okay, yeah, this your number, right? All right. And he calls. Okay, and then after you leave the interaction, that's when you block his ass. Smart move. But if I was a woman, I would be afraid. Like it would be scary, because I've seen, and I've seen it happen. You know, the dude will hit you with one of them. Well, fuck you then. Like, you ain't that. You ugly anyway, bitch. This shit. Like, that shit's so corny. You give them a text now. Oh, okay. Well, that too. You can do that also. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, these dudes be like, I don't know. To me, that's just pathetic if you got to get like that. Like, I can have a bitch straight up like, just no, I'm not trying to get away from me. Like, have a great day. Period. Like, that's it. Keep it moving. So what? She just saved me so much time and energy right now. I should be. You want? Would you like a coffee? I'll just buy you. I'm gonna say thank you for that. Shit. Like, damn. Yeah, give him a text now number. That's crazy. But yeah, man, dudes be doing all kinds of crazy shit. Like, they try and Debo the pussy from the very giddy up. Like, coming on some almost lightweight, like gorilla pimping type shit. You know what I mean? Shit. Like, it's like they want to intimidate the broad or something. I don't know, but it's just like, it's corny. That's just weird. You've been marinating for a while, huh? Really? You've been marinating, huh? Let me see. I think it's about ready. I think it's about ready. Yep, it's ready. What's that? Sweet and tangy? Mm, yeah, it is. I don't think I know. It's ready. I don't think I know it's ready. See, don't get me started now, because when we just start talking shit, then I get all nasty and dirty. Like, the girl that I was staying with crossed me today when I genuinely was a real friend to her, but she has some shit going on in her life, and I would love for you to give her some insight. Yeah, baby. I've been at this today, you know? Those juicy fruit. When's the last time you tasted it? Uh, didn't you see me? Yeah, okay. So, better take my word for it, you know? Which is great, by the way. Okay. It's like, you know how they say, we're going to put you in the Hall of Fame. I say, I'm going to put you in the flavor saver. All right. This is the flavor saver. See this? In other countries, they call it a beard. But yeah, um, I would prefer her like if she was here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's here or not. I could do the one card. I mean, if she wants to do this right here, that's cool. You can do that. If not, yeah, I'm about fried out right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I have my little shelf life. This is why I don't do this like as a service professionally, really anymore. Cause like I could do it for a little bit and then I get burnt out. I just be like, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm done. But I could be inspired though. I could be inspired by that Cash App or that PayPal. It could just invigorate me, you know, resuscitate me. Anyhow, I think we're about to get up out. I'm about to bounce. But I do want to say to everyone here, yeah, you better come back, Texas Lavish. You better come back, Thriller from Manila. Oh, you've been doing good, Mom. You've been a good girl, though. So I appreciate it. I'm going to give you that, okay? Because you came back again. So I'm going to give you that. Of course, Woo Woo. Everyone else, Licious, she probably gone. I don't know if she's still hanging around here. Uh, yeah, just hit that subscribe shit because I go live maybe like once or twice a week. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. So yeah, but I'm also dropping some shit, some good shit, video wise too. So check that out. Yes, I do. You're gonna be a good Baroness, Texas Leverage, aren't you? That's right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's been a hoot. I think we had a hoot, right? Yes, you have been. Hey, thank you, Nicholas. Y'all made it a great stream. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all interact, I like just talk. I like connecting with y'all. You know what I'm saying too. So like this has been fucking fun. I like when we have fun and shit. But yeah, so I might be back tomorrow, but I don't know as far as live. I should say, but yeah, we gonna cross paths again. All right. I understand why you would, Valerie. Like I would. I know kind of the vibe of the situation. Like I understand why you would do that too. But anyways, let me get up out of here. It's 12 something now over here. Y'all been up late. I salute y'all. Y'all been hanging with me this and it's late as fuck over there. Psh, salute y'all. All right. But let's do it again. And yeah, check out the previous video. If anyone wants to know about the 3-day candle working, you can do that too. All right, I'm out of here. Texas. I like your little energy there.